man up, it's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, varsity man up, it's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score.
I'm still trying to make sense of it all. Our 4 local teams were bounced out of the state playoffs in the quarterfinals last weekend. That means J-Rod has penned his last riveting game story of the season, his last insightful Friday football feature. But we still have one last video to do. And as always, we're going to make it a good one. This is Justin Rodriguez checking in with the Varsity 845 Football Show. We'll take a look at last week's games and finish off with my top 10 moments of the Section 9 season. And we start with the headliner of the week, Monroe Woodbury vs. Troy in the Class AA state quarterfinals at Dietz Stadium in Kingston. It matched up Monroe Woodbury's speed versus Troy's power. Something had to give, and to many fans' surprise, it was the Crusaders. Troy defeated the top-ranked Class AA team in the state 32-21. Let's take a look back. Monroe Woodbury, which entered 10-0, took a 7-0 lead on a 51-yard touchdown by quarterback Ryan Spellman early in the second quarter. On the Crusaders' next drive, they seemed to be poised to go up 14-0. However, Spellman botched an exchange on a snap at Troy's 7-yard line, losing the ball. Troy came up to within 20-14 on a 16-yard run with 7:03 remaining in regulation. Running back Trevor Officer followed with a run to glory for MW, 56 yards with 4:38 remaining to give MW a 21-20 lead. But Troy's answer to Officer, speedy running back Jordan Canizari, answered with a 53-yard touchdown. He put the game away with a 33-yard touchdown with 40 seconds left. Canizari finished with 176 rushing yards and 3 all-purpose touchdowns. Just like that, after dominating local opponents, Monroe's season was over. It was still a great run, just Monroe Woodbury had state championship aspirations. Spellman talked about the loss after the game.
I feel like I could have still done more to help win, but I mean, they came to play today, and it just wasn't our turn this year. I mean, we had a good season. I mean, we did a lot more than people expected us to do, but I mean, losing sucks. It's terrible.
On to Class A. Harrison led 28-0 en route to a 35-20 win over Wallkill last Friday. After the game, Wallkill admitted being overconfident. Overconfident in a state playoff game? Coming from level-headed Wallkill, I was surprised. This is what Wallkill's Jasim Davis said after Harrison ended the Panthers' impressive run.
Our defense came out flat. Myself was saying that we would easily walk all over this team, and then they came out here and they showed us what Section 1 football is about. And we tried to come back in the second half, but there just wasn't enough time.
You still have to give Wallkill credit. Nobody thought the Panthers would beat Cornwall during the regular season. They did. Many still doubted Wallkill in the Class A title game. What do you know? Wallkill beat Cornwall again. I really like this Wallkill team. Quarterback Eric Wellman talked about Wallkill's run in the aftermath of the Harrison loss.
You know, we knew in the offseason that we had a great team and that we could do things that needed to be done in this program, and one of them was beat Cornwall. We did that.
In other local state playoff games, New Paltz lost to Croton Harmon 27-0 in Class B. Chester fell to Tuckahoe 43-8 in Class D. It marked the first time Section 9 didn't win a state playoff game in 7 years. Since the season is over, it's time for me to unveil my top 10 moments of the season from this video and print stories. Here we go. Number 1, Monroe Woodbury's dominance over local competition. Sure, they made it look easy, but give the Crusaders a lot of credit. They lost most of their team from last season. It's a credit to Monroe Woodbury's system, the hard work of the coaches and the players. Number 2, Wallkill's Section 9 title. It's cliched, and most of the time I don't buy into stuff like this. But Wallkill's spirit and teamwork was something. I saw it for the first time in Wallkill's regular season win over Cornwall. That was the first time I saw the Panthers. The team was tight. Great job. Number 3, our first pop for J-Rod's video. I punked Cornwall coach Marcus Hughes and Eldred coach Mike Paradisi earlier this season. My accomplices were Cornwall quarterback Tyler Lawler and Eldred linebacker Gino Jones. They were great. They pulled it off perfectly. Check it out.
Handling it well anymore. I don't know, I guess I need to rest more or something, I don't know.
Do you want to take a game off?
I mean, I don't want to because I need to play for the team, but it'd probably be best for my body.
Coach, anything you can say there?
No comment.
Okay. Coach, we were just playing a little game here. We just punked you. You ever see that show?
Yeah. I was gonna rip him a new one. You have no idea.
All right, like, are you playing in the game or?
No, I don't think I am. I'm just not too happy with how the team's performing, so I just think I'm gonna sit this one out, see how we do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to probably let you and Coach discuss that after we shoot this. I'm just gonna go to Coach real quick. Did you? Is this something you guys had discussed or?
Not prior, no.
Okay. Okay. So, you know what? Like, I'm not on the team or anything, but don't you think it would be like in your best interest just to like play or?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that you should be judging me because you're not really out here playing with us, but.
Okay. Coach, anything else you'd like to say or?
No, not this time. No.
Okay. Hey, Coach. We just actually punked you Varsity 845 style, just like on MTV.
You got me.
Number 4, Monroe Woodbury coach Pat DeLiso reaches 200 wins for his career. Coach D reached the milestone during an opening night win over Middletown. He now has 210 for his career and 187 in Section 9. DeLiso trails Section 9's all-time leader, former Warwick and Port Jervis headman Joe Viglione by 6 wins. Number 5, New Paltz coach Tom Tegler's DWI 6 days before his team's showdown with Croton. Tegler wasn't informed by administrators he would coach the team against Croton until hours before kickoff. Still, New Paltz wasn't beating Croton. I think New Paltz Superintendent Maria Rice should have suspended Tegler at the start of the week. Still, I have to say, Tegler, loved by his players, handled the situation as well as he could have. He made a mistake, but for me, it's hard to root against a guy as likable and straight up as Coach Teggs. Not to mention he is a big game coach. Good luck, Coach Tegler. I know you have most of the community's support. Number 6, speaking of New Paltz, I did a video piece on bruising two-way lineman Kyle Roberts. Then I challenged him to a showdown in the trenches. Bad idea.
Part about it is that he's the most reliable kid on the program. If he goes down, we don't go any further. He is the single one unreplaceable guy on the football team.
Well, you know what? I guess to finish up, Coach, if you want to move aside,
yes.
I've heard all this about Kyle, how big and strong and tough he is. You know what? We're going to match up right here. Let's see. I want to see what you got. Let's see if you can get through. Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Number 7, Monticello returns to varsity football after 75 years away. First-year coach Matt Budenhagen and his proud team did a great job in their first year. They made the Class A semifinals, losing to Cornwall as the 3rd seed. Expect Monticello to be in the mix next year as well. Number 8, Marlboro's resurgence. A year after winning 2 games, Marlboro went 9-1 under first-year coach Rich Ward, a Marlboro grad. Marlboro lost to New Paltz 13-0 in the Section 9 Class B final after beating the Huguenots 13-0 2 weeks earlier. It was a great run by Marlboro, and I'm sure Coach Ward will have them in contention again next year. Number 9, the emergence of Menacing Valley senior running back King Louis Walther. Walther was a reserve last year, but ended up rushing for over 1,300 rushing yards with 13 touchdowns, and he was a real workhorse. Good job, King Louis. And finally, number 10, getting to work with you, the players, the coaches, and the fans. I want to especially thank my inner circle of players, the guys I talk to almost every week on the phone. Trevor Officer and Ryan Spellman of Monroe Woodbury, Cornwall's Tyler Lawler, and my late season go-to guys, Jonathan Diaz of New Paltz and Walk Hill's Jasim Davis. It was a pleasure working with all of you players. The coaches were great too, answering all of my calls and emails, always looking to help out. Thanks to everyone. I look forward to doing this again next year. This is Justin Rodriguez signing off for the Varsity 845 Football Show.
This is 845, Varsity Man Up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity Man Up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing it for? From the
everybody stand up for my town and yours. We ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up for my town and yours. We ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.